When it comes to deciding what kinds of fruit and veg you might want to grow at home, I would suggest there are 4 things that are worth considering, and the first is non-negotiable, and that is you've actually got to like it. There's absolutely no point in putting time and effort into growing something that you're just not going to eat anyway. What's the point in that? And so that's the reason why we don't grow cabbages, because I don't particularly like cabbages, my wife doesn't particularly like cabbages, and so I'm not going to bother growing them. But I would suggest one possible exception to this rule, and that is if you don't like something but your spouse likes it, then perhaps it could be very diplomatic to grow it. So for that reason, I grow sweet corn. I don't like it, but Rebecca loves it, and so I will grow it for her. The second consideration is, will it save you money? Some things are quite expensive to buy, so if you can grow your own, it can save you some cash. And that's why we grow raspberries, because raspberries are really expensive in the supermarket, but if you've got the plants, they'll produce for you year after year. And we're still enjoying our autumn raspberries now. The third thing to consider is how easy are they to grow? Some things take a lot of time and attention, but other things are really quite simple, like potatoes. You put them in the ground, they grow, you dig them up and you eat them. Can't get easier than that. No problems normally with potatoes, except perhaps blight, but if you grow first and second early varieties, they've grown and harvested before you have problems with things like that. So we always grow first and second early varieties every year, and this year a later summer planting, which should give us new potatoes by Christmas if we're lucky. The final thing to consider is, will they taste better than what you could buy at the supermarket? Now let's be honest, once you've grown something at home, at least in your imagination, you will think that it tastes better, but there are some things that have really blown my mind, like carrots. I never bothered growing carrots for a few years because at the end of the day, although we like them, they won't save you much money because carrots are dirt cheap to buy in a shop, and they take a little bit of effort. You have things like carrot fly to worry about and the soil to prepare and so on. But boy oh boy, are carrots so much better when you grow them at home. These are some that I've been growing this year, and actually that was pretty good. Some of them have been a really odd shape. But the carrotiness of homegrown carrots is just fantastic. And once you've eaten a homegrown carrot, I have to say, you would never want to go back to those things that you buy in a shop that look the same, but boy, they don't taste anywhere near as good as these.